Hi and welcome back to my second week of video blogging. I know what you're thinking. I'm wearing exactly the same clothes as I was wearing last week. Well, you know, I'm really sorry. And actually, I've got the same underwear on as well, so that's a bit of an embarrassment for me. Anyway, so what I'm here to talk about today is mobile. What is it? How does it work? Why would I do it? I'm going to make this one a little bit quicker than last week's blog. I know it went on for rather a lot, but anyway, you know, I had a lot to say. I don't know whether you know or not, but T-Mobile and Orange have recently announced their merger, which means that 28.4 million customers are a part of the Orange and T-Mobile network. Which means, by the way, that incidentally equates to 37% of the UK mobile network marketplace, which means that 84 million handsets exist out there. That's amazing. That's absolutely phenomenal. So the size of the prize, it's massive. 4 million of them are iPhones, there or thereabouts, by the end of this year, and 20 million of them are smartphones. So that's the phone with a touchscreen, which is web enabled, with all the bells and whistles on. 25 million, 24 million altogether. Okay, so what is mobile marketing? Well, number one, we've got SMS. SMS is obviously the short message service, which is the text you send to your mates on a Friday night when you want to go down to the pub or whatever it might be. You've got MMS, which is the big brother of SMS, where we can send pictures. Brilliant. Okay. You've got then application development. So we've all heard of Apple's iPhone and the App Store and all the cool things we can do with application development. Well, that exists on all mobile phones, most mobile phones. You've also got mobile web. So, you know what, most of our smartphones are web enabled, and we've got data plans which mean we can search the internet to our heart's content free of charge. So we can go on the internet and we can view everybody's websites. Now, an interesting statistic, 64% of all websites have been viewed on a mobile device, which means that 64% of every website out there needs to at least be mobile compatible. Every website should be mobile compatible. So, you know, it's a case of what are the benefits and why would I use it? Well, okay, there's one key driver behind all of this. One key driver, and that is SMS, in my opinion. SMS is phenomenal. Okay, so if we're sending out to a database, let's say of 100,000 mobile users, opted-in mobile users, we can buy SMS credits for around about 1 to 2 pence per credit. That's a little bit more than email marketing, but get this. The networks guarantee us a 100% delivery rate. 100%. Emails, you're lucky if you get into 30-40%. So that's 60% of everything you send out. 60% of every penny that you spend sending an email out goes into the ether. Whereas SMS guarantees we're going to get to the customers. The other thing is, well, do you know what? 70 to 90% of all SMSs received get opened and read. Again, this is phenomenal. You got to look at email again. We tend to expect out of 100% being sent, 30% will get opened, 9% will actually get read and activated of the 30%, which means that we're getting down into very, very small numbers. So response rates are pretty poor through traditional email marketing, but it's cheap enough to mean that we do it. So SMS gives us an open rate that no other media out there can offer. Now, where's the problem? The problem lies in the fact that, well, you know what, I receive an SMS on my mobile phone, I read it, I think, do you know what, actually I'm interested in that. How do I connect to it? How do I make that purchase? How do I then do it? I have to put my phone down, go onto my computer, connect, pick up the phone, book online, whatever it is. Wrong. That is wrong. We need to start building mobile apps and mobile web that now enables our handsets to be the calls to action. So we're either clicking on and calling a call center, or we're clicking on viewing a mobile version of a site, or we're going to an app and making our purchase. So we're bringing calls to action from the SMS, from the device itself. So how do we do that? Well, again, mobile web style sheets are one of the easiest things in the world. It's a really simple check. It's just a style sheet that sits next to your website. that makes sure that if a mobile device does log on, they can actually use it and there are no accessibility problems. And if there's any areas of your website that aren't particularly accessible by handheld devices, we can bypass them through this style sheet. Apple have recently announced that they have downloaded their 1 billionth app. That is phenomenal, that's massive. But Apple isn't the only one with their app store. There's also Ovi on the Nokia network. There is also Windows Marketplace for mobile networks, and there's a whole range of different apps. Now, the beauty of building an app versus just providing a web service, a web style sheet for your website, is the fact that apps are regularly downloaded but very rarely deleted. As I scroll through my apps menu, I'm constantly reminded of your brand. The apps give us the ability to produce a really simple, really straightforward user interface to connect with the consumer, and we can monitor what the consumers are doing on our apps on their handheld device. So it's about delivering a message direct to the heart, literally the heart of the consumer, very, very cost effectively. So that's mobile. You know, I could talk about it all day. And if you want to talk about it all day with me, let me know and I'll be happy to do so. The next thing I want to do is talk about the things that are going on outside the box. We've just released another website. It's called The Big Word. The Big Word are the 5th, I believe, largest translation service provider in the world. So they're a fantastic company to do work for. We've recently launched a website that's fully localized website that connects their language director system, which means that it's available in 10 different languages. Go, it's thebigword.com, go on, have a look at it, have a play with it, let us know what you think. If you've got marketing budgets or translation budgets, go and spend it with them because it's a great website and it's a great company to do work for. One more thing, what's cool this week, we've recently had installed Microsoft CRM, Active CRM. Wow, what a piece of kit. If you're looking at CRM packages right now, you need to get on and have a look at Microsoft Active CRM. It's phenomenal. Again, I could talk about that all day, and if you want to talk to me about it, talk to me about it. So that's all for today. Hopefully next week I'll see you. I'll speak to you soon.